Hey guys, I'm James Fisher. I'm your host for What Time Is It? We just want to kind of put things out that are going on in the world. We want to keep up with the time to see what time is it? Is Jesus coming? How soon? We don't really know all the answers to them questions, but we can see the things that are happening and are taking place. And we went over it last time. Um, the people that see, or the generations that see these kind of things coming, know that you are at the door. Now, what door is it talking about? It's talking about the door like it was on the ark. People did not realize when that door shut, and it was only shut by God. They did not realize that their fate was sealed, and it says the end will also be like the time of Noah. You know, we got a lot of things going on. Financial stuff. They're trying out a new CBDC or something like that, crypto, fake money is what I call it. The United States of America is pushing that. They kind of need this, I think, to enforce the mark of the beast. A lot of people think cash will never go away. I think it's fixing to go away really quick. They want it gone. It's hard to cheat when you're not getting paid in cash no more, and it's coming into you in some type of form. There's a lot of stuff. We'll probably do another video on that. But I want to go a different route today, and also, you know, the financial stuff. You look at FTX and the things that's unraveling with that. It's huge. They first thought it was about the size of Enron. Now they have said this is the biggest fraud of all times. They filed bankruptcy, and these papers are getting exposed. They're following the money. Some of the money has went to Ukraine through our government, turned around and been funneled back through, and it looks like it's coming back to Democrats and some Republicans. So, you know, it's not just one of the parties. It looks like everybody is in this. It's all about the money. Anyway, this is about a 10-minute video, so just stay with us, hang in there, give it a listen, and see what you think. But I ran across something interesting, and I want to share this. I had to look it up because I really wasn't sure what it even was. So let's jump in here and let's check it out. Here we got a rabbi. He is inspecting a red heifer. He's looking for blemishes because they need the red heifer to be blemish free. Let's read this. Numbers 19, 1 through 10. Now the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, "This is the statute of the law that the Lord has commanded. Tell the people of Israel to bring you a red heifer without defect, in which there is no blemish, and on which a yoke has never come. And you shall give it to Eleazar the priest, and it shall be taken outside the camp and slaughtered before him. And Eleazar the priest shall take some of its blood with his fingers and sprinkle some of its blood toward the front of the tent of meeting 7 times. And the heifer shall be burned in his sight. Its skin, its flesh, and its blood with the dung shall be burned. And the priest shall take cedar wood and hyssop and scarlet yarn and throw them into the fire, burning the heifer. Then the priest shall wash his clothes and bathe his body in water, and afterward he may come into the camp. But the priest shall be unclean until evening. The one who burns the heifer shall wash his clothes in water and bathe his body in water, and shall be unclean until evening. And a man who is clean shall gather up the ashes of the heifer and deposit them outside the camp in a clean place, and they shall be kept for the water for impurity for the congregation of the people of Israel. It is a sin offering. And the one who gathers the ashes of the heifer shall wash his clothes and be unclean until evening. And this shall be a perpetual statute for the people of Israel and for the stranger who sojourns among them." Okay, well, this was back, obviously, in the Bible days with Moses. But Jesus took this place. We don't have to do this no more. all these things that go on, they're represented by something during the crucifixion. So let's go on. Let's keep looking. Now, I found something interesting on the internet about the red heifer and about Israel. So let's take a look here. Let's watch real quick.
Why is there so much interest these days here in Israel in a red cow? Well, because it's not just any red cow that we're talking about. We're talking about a red heifer, which in Hebrew is called a para aduma. And this red heifer was used to purify the Jewish people so that they could enter into the temple. And today, it's a source of interest and controversy here in Israel and throughout the world, as there are those who are seeking and preparing a red heifer so that Jews could be purified and enter the Temple Mount area and even seek to build the third temple. I think you're going to be especially interested in this subject.
One of the most exciting things, very mysterious, is what is called the ashes of the red heifer. In the Bible, God commanded the Israelites to purify themselves with ashes of red heifer if they came in touch with dead bodies. When they are coming to worship God in the tabernacle, this is the word of God.
Speak to the sons of Israel that they bring you a red heifer without blemish.
The heifer should be born and 3 years continue to be completely red, even not one hair which is white or other color. More than this, the red heifer should be treated very, very special, actually to be spoiled and separate from other cows. Why ashes of red heifer? Only red heifer, not white. Why this can purify? God did not tell us in the Bible why. He just said, do it.
The ashes of the heifer shall be kept for the sons of Israel. It shall be cleansing water for purifying from sin.
9 red heifers were born during the biblical times in the 2 temples and the tabernacle. And the biblical heritage is saying that when the 10th will be born, then the Messiah is coming. And what happened after 67, after the liberation of the Temple Mount? Suddenly started to born red heifers in Israel, in Europe, in America. Why? 2,000 years they were not born. It was another message from God. I am ready.
We Jews do not rebuild the temple now because we await the Messiah's coming to purify us. We are not allowed by Orthodox Jewish law to set foot on the Temple Mount because we are impure, and we might even accidentally step on an area of what was the Holy of Holies.
A Christian pastor in Mississippi, his name is Claude Lott. He dedicated his farm to raise only red heifers. He wants to deliver them to Israel and to encourage the Jews to rebuild the temple.
We are awaiting the Messiah to give us the ashes of the red heifer that are essential for our purification, to see the glory of the house of the Lord, the temple being restored and rebuilt when the Messiah comes. This is really one of the most interesting phenomena that I can think of, because Christians in America today are breeding cows, red heifers, trying to have the red heifer that would be used to purify the people of Israel so that the third temple could be rebuilt. It's a very, very fascinating subject. And I would just urge all the viewers that next time they go driving by a farm and they see a herd of cows, keep your eyes open, because maybe one of them is the red heifer.
maybe. That's interesting. And Americans are keeping their eyes open. Well, actually, it appears that they have got 5 of these things as of September this year. 5 of them that are in Israel right now. But it said they're waiting for somebody. Did everybody catch that? They're waiting for a Messiah. So they don't believe Jesus ever come. It gets deeper. Hang on. Okay, guys, look here. For false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. So be on your guard. I have told you everything ahead of time. But in those days following that distress, the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky and the heavenly body will be shaken. At that time, people will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. All right, look here. The second coming of Christ, he comes in the clouds. He will not be on this earth. People have forgotten this, and they are looking at some strange things, especially over in Israel. Let's look. This guy right here, his name is Yehuda Rav Shlomo Yuhada. Now, evidently, this guy knows several hundred books by memory. People are following him around in great crowds. And when you're seeing, it kind of reminds you of, reading about Jesus and the way the crowds are following him. The bigger thing is he has actually performed like 6 miracles. He's actually healing people. Now, I don't think that's humanly possible. He can sing. They say he can really good sing, and he's good at music. Isn't there somebody else good at music too? Anyway, not saying he's Lucifer or anything, but why are these people following him around? Again, they don't believe the Messiah ever come. This is going to filter on over to a lot of other people. Look at the crowds following him. This is mind-blowing. We went over another guy when we were studying this, and he had 6 million followers. This guy is anticipated to announce that he is the Messiah. Now, what time are we in? Look, boy, things are happening. Things are getting crazy. And these people that were healed, they talk about him healing. Anytime you hear about somebody getting healed, they always say, hey, they prayed for me and God healed me or Jesus healed me. None of them is giving credit to God or Jesus. They say he healed them. Okay, people are really focused on Israel. I've even seen preachers tell me about Israel. This needs to happen over in Israel. This needs to happen in Israel. You're looking at Israel. You're looking for the train, and you're already riding the train. You're looking down the tracks, and you don't realize you're already on the train. There's 2 beasts in Revelation. One of them is the United States, and one of them is the papal power. I think next week I'm going to put a video out, and we can look at that. You have the power sitting at your desk, actually now, sitting in your hand. You can look all these things up, and I think that's what we'll do next week. We'll go over the United States of America and Bible prophecy, and we're going to see what country that refers to. And if you've never seen this before, I think you're going to be shocked. I think that's what we'll do next week. So until then, guys, I will see you next time. And again, what time is it?